Hey guys, so I know it's been a long time since I've done my last video. I've had a lot going on lately. My finals are just happening. I've had a lot of huge projects, and so I've just kind of been struggling to keep up with things, but I feel like today needs to be sort of my final video. Like I said, I'm at my finals where this project is supposed to end, so I thought that one, I would just kind of go into how I feel this project has gone so far in terms of like success rate, and maybe just things that I've taken out of it and learned and everything that I think is important about it. And then secondly, I wanted to make sort of like a final video of me going through all of my letters, which is a decent amount, and picking out a line from everyone that I like, my favorite line out of all of them, and then reading them and sort of making this montage type thing, so it sort of makes like kind of one mass letter as they're combined. And I think it would be interesting, and I think it would be a great way to sort of wrap this up. I just want everybody to realize that even though I'm making this video and saying that this project is over, I only mean in terms of this was the deadline for it being supposed to end. Oh, what I'm trying to say is, it's been the deadline all along. This has been an independent project, so I knew that I had only this semester to do it, but I feel as though this video is sort of like your equivalent to like a mid-season finale. It's only more so for my teacher than it is for you guys, but I think it's also important that you guys get to see it and hear some of the things everybody else says to me and some of the things that I enjoy out of these letters. And that's really all. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I super apologize for how I look and the fact that this is all in my background. Like I said, I haven't found the time. It's almost midnight. I'm making this video. I feel like if I don't do it now, it's not going to be as significant. And considering that tomorrow is my last day of finals, if I try to do it tomorrow, it's gonna be so more lackluster and exciting than if I do it now. So what I think is really important about this is that everybody understands that I still and will still continue to write people. I still get people writing me all the time. And I think that's the important part of this socially engaged art project. Is it's really in the title, Mail Art and Social Interactions, and I think you don't just temporarily start a relationship with people, this friendly relationship, and then, you know, the deadline's up, so you stop it. Like, these are genuine people taking time out of their days to make me things and handwrite things and send them to me, and it's really just astonishing, some of the things that you get. It's really surprising, and some things are just beautiful, and you can just tell people spend like a crazy amount of time on these, and I'm really thankful and I'm really humbled that people would even be willing to do this for me. A perfect stranger they didn't know at the beginning of this, and now I feel like they're sort of like my foreign family that I've never met, but I know and that I talk to, and they're open and they're willing to listen to my problems and I'm willing to listen to theirs. And I think as far as success goes, I think that's probably the most successful thing out of this. I mean, socially engaged art is all about social experiments, and I feel like, if anything, I learned that people are kinder than you imagine. People are willing to do things. I mean, it's just like faith in humanity restored. I mean, you never see these day-to-day things where you really believe in people, but because of this project, I feel like people really are responding to this and really have a love for this, and I'm just really amazed that I get to experience this and that they get to experience this, and I hope that they are enjoying it just as much as I am, because I just really think this is a wonderful thing. And so anyway, back to the successful part. I mean, it's really hard to put a label on if it's successful or not. I mean, everybody has different views of socially engaged art. For me, I feel like it's been successful, at least personally for me. It's not a radical thing. It's like I'm not stirring up people, I'm not starting a movement, I'm like not in the newspapers, I'm not doing anything particularly crazy, but I mean, for me, I think it's really impactful, and like I said, I hope it impacts everybody else who's doing this and participating, or at least observing this happen via my Tumblr or my YouTube videos. It's been a really great experience, and I think it's just begun. I've been doing it quite a few months now, and I think there's no limit to how far this can go. I feel like this particular project, in its context, doesn't have an end. It's always going to be sort of just going, and I'm always going to be talking to people and checking in on people and people checking in on me, and I feel like that's one of the most successful parts about it, is that like I can keep up these relationships with people and they want to keep them up with me, and I think it's great. And I think this project has been really great, honestly. I don't know how my teacher will feel about it. I don't know if she'll think if I really handle it in the right way. I know I haven't really posted a lot of videos, and I said at the beginning of this that I wanted to make some sort of art piece, and I still do, but I'm still sort of like accumulating things. Like I really want to have a solid amount of stuff, and like I showed you before, like I have a ton of stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff in here, but I'm thinking I want to make something quite large. And so yeah, people will still get to see a physical piece in the future sometime, date unknown, but I just wanted everybody to know that this is not the end, that this is only just mandatory, this sort of like putting an end to it. But like I said, it's never ending. I'm always open for people to write me. I enjoy it, and when I find the time and keep up with it, it's great. And I really think people should start writing letters to people, because there's just really something to be said about getting something in the mail that is handwritten, that has personality and has context and atmosphere and a feel and a look and an emotion, and you just get so much out of it that it's really meaningful, and it's really touching. So if you ask me, I would say my project is successful, but maybe not to everyone, but I feel like it's been really great, and I hope that everybody has felt the same way. So here we go. I'm gonna start finding everything that I like out of every one of these letters. Wish me luck. I had a friend send me your info because you were doing a project or some kind for school, so I figured I'd help you out, being that I don't have much else to do. Sometimes I pretend to be normal, but it gets boring, so I go back to being me. What's a puffin? Only the most adorable little bird on the planet. First of all, go to www.grupomalpais.com/invivo.php. There's a little box where you can hear the songs of the album. Go to the 8th song, Es tan tarde ya. This is a band from my country that I really like and that I want you to hear while you read my letter. I hope you have a chance to watch and let me know what you think. Love story, released in 1970. Before Sunrise, starring Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy? Romeo and Juliet, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. I really love these movies, and I have such good memories attached to them. What can you go a day without? I haven't handwritten a letter in a long time, so it's cool to finally have a pen pal. I guess I'll start with facts about me. I'm a girl. I'm 20 and in college. My favorite animal is a puffin. My fave color is blue. And I love racing video games and anime. When a woman says, I have nothing to wear, what she really means is, there's nothing here for who I'm supposed to be today. In your video, you said how you love to drive fast and dreamt of becoming a race car driver. This is also my dream. I've been obsessed with F1 since I was a child, and I idolized Michael Schumacher. Top of my bucket list is to learn how to ride a horse. Spend a month traveling places in Asia. Take driving lessons to be able to drive a motorcycle. Every time I write, I'm going to write about something totally not about me, but interesting discussions about art and philosophy. The other countries that I have lived in are South Africa, India, and Canada. South Africa was my favorite out of the three, and also where I spent the most time, which was 4 years. Comics are a gateway drug to literacy. Luck is not a factor. Hope is not a strategy. Fear is not an option. 3 movies I hope you can add to your watch list are Pulp Fiction, Primer, and The Crow. All fantastic movies, by the way. I just have 2 dogs, a spaniel named Sasha and a miniature dachshund, or Sasha's dog as people like to call them, named Portia. But you might be amazed if I was to show you how it's all done. It starts with an electric razor they sell here. But between you and I, there's some strange people here, and I don't think you want 1,000 prisoners writing you. You sound like you overwork yourself. Gotta take a break at times. Don't let school interfere with your education. You are free to choose, but you are not free from the consequences of your choice. Now, here we are, 10 years later, expecting our first child. That's it, guys. I've read a line from everything that I have, and I hope you guys like it. Bye, guys, for the last time on video, but like I said, keep writing me.